Hello and welcome back. So we have seen how the selection control structure is implemented as an if statement in the Python. So in this video, we are going to show you how if else statement is yet another if statement that actually does more things than what we see before. So let's check it out. So in the if else statement, it is going to have slightly different um, syntax. In fact, in this case, you have additional syntax than what we see before in the if statement. So in the if else statement, what we have is first of all, we still have the if keyword followed by the condition and also the colon. And if the condition is true, we execute some block of codes, which here I label as um, #1. Now, in addition to this, we have an additional else clause which is written with the keyword else and also the colon character. So after this, there is another indented block of statements which most of the time is going to be different, and I label this as #2. So the way this works is like this. For the first part, the if clause is actually working the same as the if statement, in which if the condition is true, then we will actually execute the indented block of statements #1. Now, in the case where the condition is false, then the indented block of statements #2 will execute instead, right? So previously in the if statement, we do not actually care about what happens when it is false. And if statement alone does not allow us to do something when the condition is false. But now with the else clause, we are able to specify what will be executed if the condition is false. And consistently with the if clause, there is a colon that is required to end the else keyword. Let's look at an example as to how if else statements is used. So here we have a flowchart where we are checking a decision that has the statement x more than equals 0. So we want to verify whether this is true or false. And if it's true, if you follow the flowchart, it will actually show positive. Otherwise, it will show negative. So here, depending on what is the outcome of this Boolean expression, then it will execute a different blocks of statements. In this case, it's either show positive or show negative. What is the corresponding Python code for this? Well, you can see on the right hand side as shown in this code box. So we have an if keyword followed by the condition. So this is similar to the if statement we seen in the previous video. And we print positive when it is true, right? When the condition is true, when x is truly more than equal to 0, then we will print positive. Otherwise, or we represent it as else, and hence you can see in this clause else followed by colon character, and then we just print negative. Take note again that there's an indentation. Okay, there's an indentation that actually will indent the statement that you want to execute towards the right. So therefore, in this case, print negative will only be executed if the condition is false. So therefore, the indentation is also equally important in the if-else statement. Let's look at another example. So here we have a different flowchart, slightly different from the one we seen earlier. So here the condition is still the same, x is more than equal to 0. If it's true, now we want to execute two blocks of statements. Here we have show positive as well as show N0. So how do we write the code for this part of the flowchart? Well, we just add an additional print statement. And again, please be mindful of the indentation. Without the indentation, then it actually does not behave according to the flowchart. So that is what Python, that's a requirement of Python. And for the else part, it's still the same. We have an else clause followed by the print statement. So this is still the same. So hence you can see that here is what I mean by the block of statements, because what you can put inside a if statement is not restricted to just one statement, but rather it can have more than one, which you can see in this case. Another case is slightly the opposite of the previous one, where we have more blocks to be executed when the condition is false. So the corresponding Python code for this can be seen here, where under the else clause we have more print statements that is within the else clause, just underneath it. So here you have these two corresponding statements that corresponds to these two blocks right here. Okay, so now we are going to talk about nested if statements, right? Nested if statements. So nested if statement is not much different from the if or if else statement that we have seen before. The word nested here basically corresponds to the fact that we can put an if statement within another if statement. Let's see what I mean. So the nested if statement allows us to nest an if statement within another if statement. And here is an example for that. So here you can see I have a much more complicated flowchart, where here you see that first of all, the first diamond shape right here, it has a condition that compares whether x is equal to y. So both of these, this condition will lead to two different outcomes, either true or false. So when it's true, notice here that I only show x equals y and I do not do anything other than that. And when it is false, then here there is another diamond shape which compares whether x is less than y. If it's true, it will show x is less than y. Otherwise, it will show x is more than y. And after that, there are two connectors, each joining their corresponding decision block. So how do we represent this code in Python? Let's look at the code on the right-hand side. So here you can see, first of all, we begin with an if statement that says if x is equal to y. So this if statement corresponds to this flowchart, in particular this decision block. If x is equals to y, then we just print x equals to y. Then this is actually corresponding to this block. Else, meaning to say that if this condition is false, so notice there's a path. There's this path which is false, corresponding to false for this condition, and it goes down, and here comes another if statement. So you can see that this if statement after the else, they are all indented, right? They are indented towards the right hand side, right? So you can see there's a line here, right? And if I can just draw one line here. So so all the statements that will be executed when this is false, when x is not equal to y, then they will all be written in this way. And because the statements that we are trying to execute is also an if statement, therefore it will be written in this way. And what is the condition of the inner nested if statement? It is actually s less than y. So if x is less than y, then we want to print x is less than y. And because this print statement is only executed when this is true, we need another indentation. So therefore, there are like two tabs here, right? Two tabs to write this. So print x is less than y, and that will correspond to the statement that will execute if this is true. And else, if else here refers to the opposite or the negation of this condition, meaning to say that in this case x is actually more than equals to y, and if that's the case, then we will show this message, and this message actually corresponds to this, and this message will correspond to that. Yeah. So take note of how indentation is very important in Python. So depending on what kind of statements you're writing, you must make sure that you write it correctly. Okay. So therefore, what I've presented to you is there are two things. Number one, we have seen how to use the if else. We have seen how to use the if else statement, and then now we have seen also how to use the nested if statement. So in the upcoming videos, we're going to show you another clause called the else if clause, and we can see how we can use that to handle multiple conditions in a very organized fashion. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.